Hello Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading. I'm Rosalind, this is Lerner, and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. So today we're going to be looking at messages from Merlin, and this is all about how to bring more magic into your world. So as we zoom around in our fast-paced lives, quite often we forget how to have the magic and how to recognise the magic that is in life. So when we're a child, quite often we can get excited about new things, excited about Christmas or different seasons. And we're coming up to a time in life where we've got lots of different seasons happening now, because we've got Halloween, we've got Bonfire Night in the UK, we've got Thanksgiving in America, we've got Christmas coming up. And these are all different celebrations to help us remember the magic in life as we go into the darker seasons, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So today I wanted to share some of my magic in the fact that we do different rituals to help keep magic in our life. And that might even be the ritual of making a bacon sandwich on a Sunday morning. It makes things special when we repeat things and take time to honour those aspects of ourselves. Another thing to do, which is really nice, is to recognise what do you really like in life and what don't you like. For example, I tried to make pumpkin pie yesterday and I discovered that I don't really like cooking. I try and some of it comes out quite nicely, and I did give some of my pumpkin pie to my neighbours and it did make me feel better in a lot of ways, but I don't always really like cooking. It's not my forte in life. But I do like music by John Mayer, and all of those things, those recognitions help to bring the magic back into life, because when I'm listening to the songs of John Mayer, I can really get into the music and I can feel the emotion of the music. And as I was standing at the sink this morning, it was sunny outside, which is not always the norm for Britain, and as the sun was shining, we suddenly had a really big rain fall, and it looked beautiful. It looked really magical, where you could see all the raindrops coming down, all being lit up by the sunshine. It was absolutely lovely. So that made me think of the magic in the world as well. And magic is an energy of hope, it's an energy of excitement and potential, and something that's unseen that could be miraculous, all these different things. So today we're going to light a candle for spirit. So this is what I do before I start my readings. And when I say spirit, I mean to invite my ancestors and my guides around me so that they can support me and whisper in my ear to bring you the messages that you need to hear. And your guides and ancestors are guiding you to this reading so that they can share information and guidance with you, to help you on your journey through life, to help you find magic and happiness and joy. So we'll put that there. And then I also work with different Orosoma bottles. So this is called Hilarion, and this is to work with the Ascended Master Hilarion. So I put a little bit on my hands, and then I put my hands together, and then I sweep that through my aura. And this, it smells amazing. And there's many different versions of this. So I am a qualified Orosoma practitioner as well. And there's all sorts of different bottles. And I've only got that one near me, so I can't show you any more at the minute. But if you look up Orosoma, you can always see what that's all about. And that helps me to bring in the energies for the readings that I'm going to do for you. So I'm going to put the cards on now. The timestamps are in the description, so you can click straight to those and go straight to the straight to the reading that you want. And then we'll have a look at what's going on for you and what's happening in life and how you can bring in more magic to your life to have a happier and more fun and exciting life. Enjoy reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like it and it resonates, please do click on the like and subscribe button. It helps to grow my channel so I can help more people. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye. Hello, Foxglove friends. So we have got pile 1, which is Merlin and energy healing. and all the timestamps are in the description, so you can just pop straight onto the description and click on your timestamp and it'll take you to your reading. We've then got pile 2, which is the Magician. And you may feel called to the picture or to the words for each pile, so just allow yourself to go with the flow of which one you feel drawn to. Pile 3 is the Wizard. There we go. So just take some nice deep breaths. Then when you're ready, just pop onto your timestamp and your reading will be waiting for you. Have a magical day, folks. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance, and we are going to have a look at what is going on in your life and how we can bring more magic into your life and what the potential outcome will then be by bringing more magic into your life. So you have picked the Merlin card, a very traditional representation of the magical being and wise being that was Merlin. And this feels like there's either some energy healing that needs to take place within you, within a situation, or within somebody that you're inquiring about, or that you actually have the ability and to use to be a channel for energy healing in your life and for others. So let's have a little, I'm just going to pop that over there and we're going to get into this a little bit more. So I'm using the inner child cards today. They're really big. So they're a bit hard to shuffle and they're going to take up a lot of space. But I want to see what's been going on for pile 1. So we've got the Guide of Crystals in reverse. So I'm going to, in fact, that's Santa. That's Santa. So in reverse, there's a lack of magic, folks, that's been going on. You've maybe felt a little bit like you haven't been receiving. And then we've got Mother Goose. So this is what's been going on. And I'll just get these out and then we'll have a good look at what this means. Spirit, please can I have some information for pile 1 about what has been going on. I didn't even know there was a Santa card in that pack. I'm dead chuffed with that. Yeah, so you've left some sort of situation, or you're thinking about leaving some sort of situation, or you've maybe emotionally detached from something. Spirit, what's been going on for pile 1, please? What can we get? What they were walking away from? I've got that song in my head now. I'm walking away. It's Craig David, isn't it? From the troubles in my life, I'm walking away. I can't sing, folks, sorry, but you get the gist if you know the song. Oh, well, maybe walking away from a relationship, I'd say, from this. Pile 1. Right, let's have a look what has been going on. Now, there's a couple of versions of walking away. It might be that you've been at a distance. That you've actually been physically separated. That you've had to have some distance from someone, or you may have emotionally stepped away, or you may have actually broken up from a situation, a romantic situation is what I'm going to say. So, with Santa upside down, I'd say that Christmas and Santa is all about abundance, all about receiving or giving of gifts and of a magical and happy time. I'd say upside down that your life has been not full of magic. There's been an ebbing of hope where maybe you've felt really down, maybe you've felt unhappy, maybe you've felt cut off, Maybe you've felt like the magic in life has disappeared and you've been worrying about whether your hopes and dreams will really come true, and you've felt like you're really not getting what you were hoping you'd get in life. Things along that line. We've obviously got the healing energy with Merlin here, and I like the fact that Merlin looks like Santa. You know, the right way up. They're both men with long beards that are quite pale beards. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can see that, how they look quite similar. Because this imagery is all about somebody who's bringing magic and wisdom, and that hasn't been in your life. However, so this is what's been going on. However, somehow your universe has opened up to you, because this, you see how Mother Goose is within this golden egg here. That is a gift of the universe. So almost a gift of freedom. And there's an element of compassion and being nourished and taken care of. And the element of the mother is all about nourishing and caring and warmth and feeding you, you know. So perhaps if you've had this difficult time, you've either done that for yourself as part of the healing exercise, where you've allowed yourself to be taken care of, or you've cared for yourself a little bit more. But it's something's opened up for you, and this is all to do with this walking away from a romantic relationship, or somebody who you've invested loving, heartfelt energy into. So it might be a family member or somebody that you genuinely really care about, but it looks romantic to me. And as I say, it could either be that you've stepped away emotionally, or you've physically been separated for whatever reason, or you've actually broken up with this person. So there definitely is an element where there's been a lack of hope and a lack of magic. So I'm going to have a look at what we need to do to bring more magic in for you, and then what the outcome will be as part of that. So Spirit, what does Pile 1 need, please, to have more magic in their life? And I suspect from what we've got here that this walking away has maybe caused such a lot of upset and, you know, sadness for you, but it's actually somehow opened up the universe for you so that you can have everything that you ever wanted. But there's still possibly an element where you need a bit of healing doing on what has happened. So we've got Alice in Wonderland in reverse. So this is about what we need to bring. Oops, can we see that? Let's pop that there. I'll just get a few of these out. So Spirit, what does Pile 1 need, please, to have more magic in their life? Guardian of Hearts, which is like the Little Mermaid. That's really lovely. I do like these cards, they're very cool, aren't they? But I'm mixing packs up because I like to do that. Spirit, what does Pile 1 need to have more magic in their life, please? Oh, we've got the World right under this one, which is almost exactly the same card. So I feel like you'd certainly need to understand that you've got the potential of the whole world at your hands now, whether that means living in a different location, whether it means travelling around the world, whether it means working with people in different countries, or whether it just means that your world has opened up in a way that you haven't experienced before, in a good way, because we've got this golden egg situation. So, and we've got the lotuses here. So lotuses grow in very dark, muddy environments, and they really struggle to fight their way up to the surface to bloom in this beautiful way. That is all happening for you now. You have been through the difficult stuff so that you can receive this golden egg, and the potential of the whole wide world is at your feet. The Guardian of Hearts card is asking you to be open to the magical potential of life, to a spiritual rebirth, basically, because this card represents Archangel Gabriel, who is a messenger and who brings messages to humanity on earth. And there's a hero element to this card as well, because we've got an image that depicts the Little Mermaid. I'm going to hold it closer for you, because round the edge you'll see there's all little seahorses and little turtles at the top. It's really, really lovely. But the story of the Little Mermaid is that she wishes and longs for something, and because she so keenly believes that it is possible in her heart and she wants it so much, she's willing to do anything to make it happen. And she goes through a spiritual rebirth because she turns from a fish into a human, and all her dreams come true. And so there's a lot around both of these cards, the World and the Guardian of Hearts, where you need to believe that the potential is there, because it's saying that you are going through all of this process. You just need to stay. So we've got the Alice in Wonderland card, but it's upside down. So stay grounded with what's real. Alice goes into magical worlds of kind of illusion and shifts and changes and what's real, what's not real, all of that sort of stuff. This is very much about keeping your feet on the ground, but still believing that the impossible is possible, because that's what the Little Mermaid did. She did the impossible, and this is where the world will open up to you. So there's a lot here about belief, and this is all an option for you. And whether it is about relocation or working with people around the world or traveling around the world, or just knowing that the world is now your oyster in it, whichever way you want it to be. It's in a very abundant and completion card, that you've gone through a massive process with what's happened up here, where you've been down, you've needed energy healing, you've had to leave something that's been upsetting and disappointing, and it's been a lot of heart energy within this. Right, so let's have a look. I want to get a few advice cards for you. Which ones am I going to use? That's what I want to do, and then we'll get an outcome. So I'm going to use these as the advice cards. Spirit, can we have some advice? Pile one, please. That one shot out. Transformation, intuition, patience. Crikey, we couldn't say it more. So you're going through a huge transformation, and I love this is the Swan Queen, because what happens? The ugly duckling. Everybody thinks it's ugly and there's not much worth to it and that it should be ignored. And then it turns into this magnificent, empowered, beautiful swan, and swans mate for life. So if this is a relationship reading, that person is out there for you. If that person is out there for you, whether you know who they are already, if this has just been someone that you've had to step away from because of logistics and things to do with locations, then it's giving you affirmation that that person is your mate for life. If you've had to break up with someone because it hasn't worked out, then this is showing you that that person will come to you. But you have gone through a huge transformation. Allow yourself to be grounded in this world so that your intuition is strong. We always think to get the information that we want from the spiritual realm that we need to use things that are going to make us ungrounded, but the easiest way for them to communicate is for you to be solidly in your body, energetically, with your feet firmly on the ground, so they and fully present in your being, so that you can be calm and rested, and then you'll notice the signs and symbols which are telling you which direction to go in. But it is still saying that you need to have a little bit of patience. Everything you desire is coming to fruition, Pile 1. Have we got any more advice, please, for Pile 1? What have we got? Yeah, don't beat yourself up, Pile 1. You know, you've obviously been through a lot. Please do be compassionate to yourself. Don't sabotage a good thing as you're going through this transformation by fretting over what's been too much, by living in the past, by having a mentality of lack. Brush that off and empower yourself to know that you have choices, that you are responsible for you, and you choose the decisions and the actions you take. That's very important, not to go into a victim mode at this point, because that just takes away your happiness and you're giving your power away to others, and it's unnecessary. It's not required in life. We seem to have been encouraged to do that for some reason over the Oh, sorry, my book came on then in my speakers. Don't know why. Perhaps there was a moment. The story is about somebody becoming empowered and being able to have choices in life and honouring those choices. So perhaps that's partly what it's about. Let me just get another guidance card for you. Yeah, you've been through a lot, Pal 1. So, and even if you think you're fine, make time to breathe. We've got the energy healing. We've got a lot of energy healing going on here. If you want to work with me to receive energy healing in any way, please do feel free to contact me via my website or the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is all in the description. But even if you think you're fine, take time to rest, sleep, breathe deeply, all to calm your nervous system down. You know, have some Reiki if you can, have some energy healing where you can. Invest time into allowing time to be still and peaceful, because even if everything's all right now, if you've been through something that's been quite difficult and shocking, or you've been through some big shifts and changes, the chemicals that are released within your body as part of that process, they stay there for quite a while. You know, it takes months to recover from big shifts and changes, especially if you're going through such a transformation as is suggested with the Little Mermaid card. Right, so I want to have a look at what the outcome is going to be for Pile 1, please, Spirit. What are the outcomes for Pile 1, please, Spirit? There's a thing that goes, Merlin's beard, Harry. Who says that? Merlin's beard, Harry. Obviously it's in Harry Potter, but I can't think which character. Oh, I think it's the one that's played by... Oh, no, I've forgotten his name. If anybody can remember, please do pop it in the comments. Merlin's beard, Harry. It's when he's talking about Tom Riddle, is it? Oh, look at me. I need to brush up on my Harry Potter. I've seen them all 1,000 times and still can't remember. Right. What's the outcome, please, Spirit, for Pile 1? Oh, yeah. So there's a determination. And I think part of it is you need to have determination, because things are going to happen quickly. This is probably why I need to really rest now. Take the opportunity to rest. Rest isn't a bad word, people. You know, stopping, staying still, being unproductive. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes we need it. We don't have to keep, you know, having every second of our time full. You can sit in silence briefly, which might sound boring as anything, but just focus on having some nice deep breaths for the sake of your wonderful body, so that it can help to ease the nervous system. But this shows that things are going to happen very quickly now. Spirit, what is happening very quickly? What is coming about for Pile 1, please? Oh, interesting. Page of Swords. Okay, so if something doesn't come to fruition in the way you expected it, it's okay. It's still going to happen. There's other ways of going about things. There's several ways to fry a fish. You know what I mean? And it shows that there's an eagerness to move forward now. Spirit, what's this about though? I want to know what the outcome is. Things are going to happen fast. You're going to be eager. Things might not quite go to plan, but they will still happen. Spirit, give me something a bit more tangible about what the final outcome is, what this is about. What is it? Pile 1 is going to get. So you're going to start healing from the heartache that's been going on. It's time that the healing will start to come together, so that it'll start to repair. It's up to you not to hold on to any hurt feelings, to go through that energy healing so that you can come out a happier, healthier person. Don't hold on to any resentment. As much as you're wanting to go quickly and to make things happen in life now that you've got this, now that the world is at your feet, it's important that you make sure that you're dealing with things in the right way, so that you are happy on the inside and not holding on to anything from the past. You can work with me to resolve these sorts of things, Pile 1. Again, have a look at everything that's on my description bit and on my website. Spirit, what is the final outcome for Pile 1? Oh, look at that. So that's either a new person, or there's a situation in which you're going to be very abundant, and, you know, the hard work is going to start to pay off for everything you've been through. You're going to come into a time of material well-being, is what I'm going to say. Or the person that you're going to start spending time with is going to be someone who's very passionate about business and wealth management. And so you might find your focus is on your career, or how to bring money into your life, how to make a positive, successful outcome with regards to your, how you're making a living, you know, what the material elements in your life are. And this is all going to be positive and successful. So that's lovely, Pile 1. I wish you lots and lots of luck. If you've liked this reading, please do click the like button and subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and thank you for watching. Goodbye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance. We're going to have a little look today at what's been going on for you, how to bring more magic in, and what the outcome of that is going to be. So you have picked the Magician card, and straight away this energy feels so much calmer. It feels like you have really been focusing on how to make life happen for you rather than to you. I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom and focus on how you want life to be, and you've applied yourself in a really steadfast way very grounded, and you've kept going at what you want to make things happen. It's a really, really nice energy. I like it. So let's have a look at what has been going on for you, pal 2. We are using the inner child cards, which I really, really like, but they're quite big, so they're a bit difficult to shuffle. So just bear with me while we get some cards. Spirit. Oh golly, everything's falling out. Perhaps that means everything's been going on for you, pal 2. Way too much. Perhaps you've okay, I feel like you've had a turbulent, really busy time, but actually I want to give you a well done, because you've been very grounded during the whole process and done very well with all that's been going on. How interesting. So we've got the wizard that's come out, which is really cool because this is about messages from Merlin. And that is pile 3's card initially, isn't it? So, Spirit, what's been going on for pile 2, please? Guardian of Wands. And then I also wanted to get this card for you. Little Red Cap. Right, let me just get one more other card. Spirit, what has been going on for pile 2, please? What has been going on for pile 2? Goddess of the Moon. So this is a very spiritual set of cards. So we've got this card here, which is the wizard and can often be seen as Gandalf as well. So it's about a spiritual teacher coming into your world. Oops, my battery is about to go. Bear with me, folks. There we go. Right, so, sorry folks, my battery's running out and I didn't realise, and the charger's not working very well. So I want to say to you, because this hasn't happened before, just be careful you're not getting too run down. But we've got either that you are being a spiritual teacher, or a spiritual teacher has come into your life, or maybe you're finding something that you're wanting to learn about spirituality. We've got the magician there as well. This is all about magic and learning things. And this card here is Archangel Raphael, and he is working to heal the earth. So we've got a lot about healing and magic and a spiritual journey, because we've got the Fool card. Well, this is Little Red Cap, but it's Little Red Riding Hood as she sets out on her adventure into the world, but it's also represented like the Fool card in tarot. And then we've got the Goddess of the Moon here. So basically it's all about taking a new venture into the spiritual realms of being, using your intuition, exploring different healing modalities. Maybe perhaps you've learnt to be a Reiki practitioner, perhaps you've learnt there's so many different healing modalities, you know, whether it's EFT or soma, like I spoke about before, hypnotherapy, different therapies, to being a nurse, being a doctor, being a vet. You know, there's all sorts of things where healing comes into practice here, but it's certainly, you have been on a spiritual journey. So that's what's been going on for you, pile 1, which is very impressive. I can't really say this enough because it feels huge, but what was lovely when I came into the energy of this reading is that it feels so grounded, and you feel like you've really got it together, pile 2, is what I want to say. You're doing a smashing job. I just feel like I really need to say that to you. So let's find out what else is coming up for you, Gandalf's pile 2. And so we know, like, even as the story of Gandalf goes through the Lord of the Rings, he turns from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White, So this is the journey that you are now on, and you are being guarded and looked after as well by the angels, because you may go through little things like Red Riding Hood. She went through difficult times with the wolf, didn't she, in which she had to work her way through that so that she didn't get eaten by the wolf. It's important to honour the cycles that you go through in life and different elements, whether it's to do with, for some of you it might be to do with your menstrual cycle as well. What we find is that you can be more strongly intuitive during certain moon phases or cycle phases, but certainly if you do tune into the moon fully, you'll find that your personal cycle comes on a full moon. So there's all sorts of elements like that, and I feel like you obviously that's only going to be relevant for those of you who have that cycle, but even if it's your own cycles in life, just pay attention to that and that moon energy, because the cosmic things going on astrologically can have a really big impact on us. I'm going to do a video soon about some of the planetary changes, because they are going to have a big impact on us. But you might want to start watching what the phase of the moon is and seeing how you feel during different phases of the moon, no matter how you identify gender-wise. So, what do you need to bring more magic into your life? Well, it looks like you need a happier tribe. So it's suggesting that you're either looking for or craving happy home and family. Now, when I say happy home and family, it might just be the general relationships that you've got that will allow more magic to come into your world. We'll get some advice about this as well in a minute. So that's the 10 of Hearts card. Now, the fact they're coming out shows that there is a potential for that to come to fruition anyway, but it's saying that that is what's required for you to feel the magic more. So what you might be experiencing is that you're going through this spiritual transformation, but if other people in your circle of friends and family aren't happy, they may be bringing your vibe down, folks. So we'll have a look at some advice around that in a minute, but I just want to see what else does pile 2 need to bring more magic into their world, please, Spirit. Seven of Crystals. Oh, let me get one more, and then I feel like that's about making wishes as well. And the 6 of Hearts. So there's stuff to do with, I want to say, letting go of what's happened in the past, but also remembering the happy times of the past. And what you can do is, if you've had difficult times in the past, retell that story in a way that makes you the hero, that makes you feel empowered, that takes away the element of you being a victim, if this applies during this reading. So the 7 of Crystals, she's on a rainbow rug which represents transformation, and she's in the dark wintry times, this little gnome girl, lighting candles for hope, and this represents a time when you can take a rest. So as I said, when I first started doing this reading, all the cards were flying out, and I was like, whoa, it's important that you take time out to rest, to bring magic into your world, to allow yourself to focus on light, so allow yourself to invite more light into your life. So if you have been having a difficult time with the people around you, start to just invite the ones into your life that bring you happiness and joy, and step away from those that don't, and then start to reflect on how far you've come, pile 2, how much you've changed, how much you've done in life, how the connections in your life have impacted on what you're achieving now and the path that you're now taking, which feels very much more soul aligned, which is all very important. So this is how to bring more magic into your world. Take time to rest, light some candles if it's the right thing to do, find your own attunement and trust that all is well. Patience is required, so you may need just these moments to pause. You know, this little girl is taking time to sit in front of these candles, to do like a Yuletide ritual when all is dark, to sit and light the candle and just be at peace in that moment. Let things be still and let your inner truth be revealed. And that is a big part of what you need to do here. So please try not to go rushing through life. Clear out anybody who isn't bringing you happiness, or just take some time away from them so that you're, and maybe step away from drama so that you can have a happy home and family, and just reflect on the past, really, of how far you've come and the people that have impacted on your life. Let me just get some more. That's what you need to bring more magic into your life. There they are. Do you know what? Sometimes I sit surrounded by cards and I can't find the ones I want. Right, this is for advice for you, pal 2. Spirit. I want to say, be careful that you aren't drawn into any illusions with other people. Just keep your own counts on a little bit. I feel like there's a bit of the hermit needs to come in, where you just make, not continuously, but just take those bits of time out so that you can rest and reflect. Interesting. We've got spirit communication. So as you're going through these spiritual transformations, you'll find that a spirit wants to whisper in your ear more often. They'll bring you signs, they'll bring you symbols. So just stay grounded, and by taking this rest and lighting a candle, like I don't know if you saw in the introduction, I lit a candle for spirit to invite my spirit guides, my ancestors, and those on the other side of the veil who work with me on a daily basis to come closer to help deliver the messages that I need. It's important for you to do that as well. I love that sort of it looks very shamanic to me, that does. And we've got the birds of prey there, which often give a higher perspective. So just allow yourself to have that inner knowing and wisdom. I want to say this fell out. So this fell out with that card, and it's about the illustrator. I want you to consider, again, as we look at memories of the past, what has your story been? What is your story? How have you got to where you have been? How have you got to where you are now? I feel like there's a bit of reflective time required to honour just how far you've come and how well you've done, and as you venture onto this new, much more spiritual path that you're part of now. Allow yourself to have assistance. Allow yourself to let people help you when it's offered. Relinquish some control, pile 2. Bless you. I know how hard that can be sometimes. Try to relax and relinquish a little bit of control. These are the advice cards. So we'll get one more advice card, and then we're going to see what the outcome is for you. Spirit, can I have one more advice card for pile 2, please? Ooh, look, I like it. A high lady of love and compassion. I haven't actually seen this one come out before. Reverence, kindness, consideration. Absolutely. Stick to your high vibe, pile 2. Make sure that you're not only being loving, kind and considerate to yourself when you need to, by taking this compassionate time to reflect on what's gone off in the past, and to allow yourself to listen to spirit. Observe others with kindness and compassion as well, because everybody's doing the best they can do with what they've got at the time. We've all got issues from the past that kind of come to the surface and things. So just keep spreading that kindness and consideration, and allow yourself time to reflect on the wonder of life. So I love the fact we've got the fairies there, and the fairies certainly bring in so much magic if you can spend some time sitting and tuning into the fairy energy, which is really nice with this one actually again, because heck, you've got an awful lot going on here. Sorry, just I was just looking. This is such a spiritual reading, pal, too. If you want to work with me so that I can support you on any of this, please do feel free to contact me. I'm happy to work with you on this and to help support your journey as you open up to spirit, open up to the elemental realms, relinquish control so that you can live by thy will, not my will. It's all very part of the spiritual development process. And I still want to say you're doing a good job. I can tell from the feeling of this reading, you're doing a fantastic job. And I think you're coming much further maybe than you're giving yourself credit for. So, Spirit, what is the outcome for pile 2, please? Oops, sorry, I'm knocking the wire. Spirit, what is the outcome for pile 2, please? Oh, look, so 5 of Wands. There may be some challenges that you might need to be aware of. So as you do raise your vibrational frequency, sometimes you won't always relate to people in the same way, and you may need to avoid lower energies, which I think I've mentioned already in this reading a little bit, to do with the Ten of Hearts. But you might need to just be diligent and discerning about who and what you let into your life, to make sure, and even what you consume, because as your vibrational frequency increases, to stay at a higher vibrational frequency, you'll often need to cleanse your energy, and to make sure that the things that you allow into your life are more positive. Otherwise it'll bring you down. You've got to be careful that you don't become like a sponge. So you need to make sure that you're looking after yourself energetically. Spirit, what is coming for pile 2, please? And people may find you a little bit difficult to relate to sometimes when you're shifting and changing. Oh, look at the Page of Cups. That's so cute. There's an important message coming up for you about friendship with the Page of Cups and with the... That's Luna grumbling. She's grumbling. With the Page of Cups and the 5 of Wands, there's an important message coming up for you about friendship. There may be conflicts within relationships, or one particular relationship, or there may be somebody who fits the characteristic of the Page of Cups. Somebody shy and gentle-natured. It might even be you, where you need to, be careful about how your interactions are going. And so just be careful about what's going on with regards to friendships. Guard yourself where you need to. As I say, as your vibrational frequency is changing, you might not resonate with people, and you might just have to be careful with how you're spending your time and who you're giving your time to. Spirit, can I have some other information, please, for pile 2? Yeah, so things are, there's going to be, sorry, couldn't see that. We've got the Death card, so things may be passing away and leaving your life. You know, as we go through, oh, we've got a hidden one as well. Okay, the devil, interesting. So that was hidden behind there fully. So there may be fears coming up. There may be situations in which there's endings, because you are shifting and changing so much that it's a big deal. This pile 2, I can't kind of get away from the fact that it seems like you're going through a huge transformation. It's an exciting part of your life. As I've felt into this energy, you've been dead grounded and really, you know, dealing with everything very, very well. But as you go through this transformation, it probably is going to bring up different things that maybe trigger you, that you need to focus, because as we go through the spiritual journey, to clear us of anything that's going to keep us at a lower vibrational frequency, it comes up for us to deal with. And I think that's what's going to happen for you. And it's not to be shied away from. You know, it's something really, really fantastic that will give you freedom and peace and tranquility and a happier life overall. Because as these things come up, as things start to rise to the surface so that you can actually deal with them and let go of them. Sorry, I keep knocking the wire that's in here. As you start to let go of things that don't serve your highest purpose, you will shine more and more and more. And, you know, you'll start to build more confidence, and your life will change dramatically so that you can live in a happier and more joyful and more magical state all the time. So this is a very exciting period for you, pile 2. If you do want to work with me as a life coach, you can do. I do support people going through big shifts and changes because I've been through it all myself. But also I'm a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming and a spiritual guidance mentor, obviously. I've got loads of holistic health experience and all sorts of things that can support anybody through a big shifting journey like you're about to be going through, or you've already started going through by the looks of it. So if you did like this reading, please do click on the like button and subscribe. It really helps to grow my channel. I wish you all the best of luck in the world. Congratulations on being so brave as to take this journey. Lots of love and blessings to you, pal, too. Merlin's beard, Harry. It's pile 3. Welcome, pile 3, to today's reading about the messages that are coming through from Merlin. I'm Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. So you have picked the Wizard card. Now this does represent Merlin directly, or sometimes Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings. And not only with both Merlin and with Gandalf, they both go on their very own journey to develop spiritual wisdom, to develop understanding of nature, and to engage and improve their magical abilities. But quite often they guide somebody younger and innocent, maybe represented by the Fool card of the tarot oracle pack. I always get tongue-tied by the time we get to pile 3 because I've been talking for ages. Sorry, folks, if I'm a bit tongue-tied. So what we're going to look at today is what's been going on in your life, how you can bring more magic into your life, and what the outcome of that will be. So this card suggests that you may have found a new spiritual teacher, or that you may need to search for more wisdom in different areas. So just notice what you're being drawn to. Notice what you are interested in. If there's something that you want to learn about, they're all signs of which way you should go and what you need to do in life to develop further as a soul, and to follow the path of your intuition. So, Spirit, please can we have some cards for pile 3 to show us what has been going on for pile 3? What has been going on for pile 3? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's upside down. I couldn't tell what that was then. So we've got, oh, interesting, the 6 of crystals, which is obviously, as you can see from the little, they're either, I think they're gnomes rather than dwarves, but they might be dwarves because they're mountains. It's about climbing that mountain and getting to the top to achieve everything you wanted. Now, pile 3, it was in reverse. So I feel like either you've been doing some deep inner work, because it's almost like the iceberg under the sea, so you might have been doing some therapeutic work on yourself or digging deep to understand what's going on, or you may just not have been, you might have had a few knockbacks in what you're trying to achieve and not getting to the top of the mountain successfully. You might have felt you've been taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, not to quote Paula Abdul. Oops, there it goes, here's another one. So the Guide of Wands, we've got the Pied Piper there, look. So you've been trying to follow the road of your intuition, but you might have been following the wrong advice or being led astray by the wrong person, which is why you've not been quite getting to where you want to get to. It's so important that we do actually trust in our own inner wisdom rather than following or singing the tune of somebody else. You've got to go, oh, there's another song. Wow, are you a musical bunch, pile 3? I've got, what's that? You've got to go your own way, sing your own song. Da, 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 da. You've got sing your own kind of music. Do you know what that is? Again, please pop it in the comments, pile 3, if you know what that is. But basically, I feel like you've been a little bit led astray and maybe not making choices based on, I don't want those, I want a different one. Maybe not making choices based on what is right for you. You've maybe been doing a lot of should-haves, need-tos, feeling like you've got to, you know, all those sorts of things, which isn't necessarily in alignment with what you should be doing for your soul. Sorry, I just said should again there, but I hope you understand what I mean. Spirit, what else has been going on for pile 3, please? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okie dokie. So you've possibly been taking some time out and having a rest to try and figure out a strategy for how to turn this card the right way up, basically, to meet the goal that you've wanted to. I feel like with what I said earlier, there may be an element also where you've been literally having to blindly follow the advice of other people, which isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing, but you know, it's always difficult when you feel like you're out of control. So you've been trying to put a strategy together and you've been trying to rest to make sure that you become rejuvenated from whatever has been going on. So it might be something health related even, or a scenario in which it's interesting, because when we here said about the deeper therapy elements, so there might be something about trying to find your own happiness, trying to find better health, but it's all been about you've had to follow the advice of somebody else, which often is the case with health when you're not an expert in the field of what's going on, or there may have been something legal going on. You know, like if you're buying a house or anything, sometimes you have to do what you're told. You just can't impact on it any other way, because the solicitors are doing their things and the estate agents are doing their things, and there's literally nothing you can do. So you might have felt a little bit out of control, and like in some ways you've not been in charge of your own destiny, is what I want to say. And it's felt like it's been a slog trying to get towards your goal, and you haven't got there yet, and you've had to take some rest and rejuvenation as part of this process. So let me just get some more cards about how we can bring more magic. So we're going to look at cards about how to bring more magic into your life, and then we're going to have a look at some advice of how to make that happen, and then we'll look at the outcome, pile 3. So Spirit, how can pile 3 bring more magic into their life, please? These are the inner child cards. I really like these. A lot of them have got stories. Yeah, look, so this is Little Red Riding Hood. So this is about stepping into life like the Fool from the tarot, in which, now interestingly, obviously we had as mentioned, the wizard often guides the Fool. So the wizard in this scenario could even be your higher self. It could be a higher self, it could be spirit in the other realm, you know, your ancestors giving you signs and symbols. But this is about enabling you to let go of your worries and cares and fears, and just to go through life wide-eyed, with a sense of wonder, a bit like a child would go through life. Look how she's got the butterfly on her finger there, or the moth. That can actually be representative that spirit is walking with you and guiding you in how to live your life. So there's a need here for you to trust, really, is a lot of what this is about. Trusting that everything will happen at the right time, and to enjoy your life in the moment as it is, to enjoy the little things in life, to enjoy good food, nature, the beauty of you know, special moments like having a butterfly on your hand, which is what my the picture, my overall cover picture for my YouTube channel is actually. Spend time amongst the trees, being grounded and just listening to the whispers of the wind, you know, things like that, to really enjoy the magic of life without worrying about what you should or shouldn't do. Spirit, what else? Just pile 3, need to have more magic. We had this earlier, and a lot of this, because it's Mother Goose, the mother element is very much about nurturing yourself. And twice now we've got a basket with food in it. So apples and eggs. Make sure that you're feeding yourself well, that you're eating well for sustenance and nourishment, and care for yourself as a mother would. You know, and this is the golden egg. So this represents the universe. And we've got the world and the moon here, and then the sun around it. And we've got the 3 there with the feather. So there might be a shamanic element of friendship involved because of the feather. That's what's just for a few of you. But spending time with friends where you can, having happy connections with people, nourishing and nurturing yourself, and taking really good, cosy care of yourself is what I want to say. Carry on with the rest and rejuvenation. I feel like you should be quite gentle with yourself, really, pile 3. Spirit. But there is a whole element of the universe is opening up for you with this Mother Goose card as well. There's a lot coming through from a bigger, higher perspective. We'll get some advice in a minute, but let's get what else. What else do you need? Ace of Swords, interesting. So, the right way up, look, this is King Arthur pulling it from the sword from the stone, which is super awesome because obviously these are messages from Merlin. Now, the right way up is where he didn't pull. You know, he hasn't pulled it from the stone. Sorry, I'm just intuitively tuning into this. He allows it to fall out. So what this is telling you is to gain clarity and for things to go the right way. There's a whole feeling here along all of these to bring more magic into your life. You need to allow, don't try to control, don't try to force anything. Just allow clarity to come when it comes. I love the yellow roses because they are very much about friendship. So you may have positive support. Allow friends to support you, and they will bring clarity for you. They will help to support in bringing that clarity. But this whole section here, as it reads so beautifully and calmly and clearly, that you need to be gently going into the world, recognizing your sensitivities, honoring your sensitivities, eating well, sleeping well, going with the flow. Don't force anything. Nourish and nurture yourself. Be very kind to yourself and enjoy the miracle of life is what I want to say. And that's how you're going to bring more magic into your world. Let me just get some particular advice cards for you. This isn't my advice cards. This is my advice cards. Right. Let's put those up there a little bit. Spirit, can we have some advice cards, please? Ooh, that popped out, didn't it? The Chess Queen, interestingly, trust, which is what I mentioned here, strategizing, which is here. So, you know, when we play chess, we have to look ahead at what's coming, look at what we can do in the future, you know, the moves that are coming in the future, but only a couple of steps ahead sometimes. I think the thing here is for you to trust that the right strategy will actually come. And it's through collaborations. Again, you've threes. Look, 2 and 1 is a 3. 3 and 0 is a 3. Where was the other way I saw a 3? The yellow is about friendship. There's a lot to do with collaboration here and needing to... It's almost like you need to relax and be supported by the universe. That's what this is. Allow yourself to be supported by the universe. Trust that the right thing will come in at the right time, and the right strategy for what you require is going to come forward. Spirit, please can I have some more advice for pile 3? Oh, this is about Mother Earth, look. Gaia's garden. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Oh, how lovely. So that's saying that, you know, you're going to have everything that you need. All the good things are coming into you. Around Halloween time, really, is when things are going to, maybe this strategy is going to fall into place, and the strategy that you've been looking for, the understanding of how to move forward in life, is going to come to fruition around pumpkin picking season. So if you're in the north hemisphere, that's around now and towards the end of October into early November. And then if you're in the southern hemisphere, I'm guessing that's about February time. Is that when autumn comes into the southern hemisphere? Feel free to comment in the comments about it. But look how she shines. Look at the light shining there. It's all going to come to light. The clarity will come if you wait and let it flow, rather than trying to pull, you know, the sword out the stone, because this sword represents clarity. It's about letting it fall out, you know, about letting the chips fall as they may, if you like, letting the pieces fall where they might, so that you can see what's going on and what's coming. Let me see if we've got, let's have one more about advice, and then we'll have a look at the outcome, pile 3. Oh, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. Look at that, for how beautiful that is. So I love the fact that a lot of these are showing you the light. Light will shine upon you and your situation. And as you go through this, just focus. I like this because it feels very much like this little red cap card, which is representative of the Fool. It sort of feels like just live in a selfless way with humility and take conscious actions to connect with other people in a positive way, and to be kind and to shine your light on the world. There's some little lilies in the back there, and a beautiful bird of prey there in that lovely path. And the magenta here is very much representative of soul purpose information as well. So at this time, just be as kind and as humble as you can be, and enjoy the world like a newborn child. You know, it's really lovely. You've got such a nice feeling in these cards, pile 3. Right, let me see what the final outcome is for you. So, Spirit, what is the outcome for pile 3, please? Three of coins. Let's have a look at that. I'm going to get you a few out so that we can see what's going on. The 3 of coins. Justice, which is really great. And then let's get one more. Temperance. So there's still a time of going steadily through what's coming. Oops. So I love that the 3 of coins is about collaboration again. It's about allowing people to work with you and help with you, but to take your time. Don't do anything too dramatically. Just go easy, take your time. Everything is going to come to fruition in the best and possible way for everyone involved, but certainly for you. So the Justice card is really great because it represents that you will get the good things that you deserve in the end. You know, if you've been wronged in any way, they will be found out. You know, you will be the hero of this story. You will get your just desserts in a positive way, but you do need to take your time and don't go at it like a bull at a gate. Just go smoothly and carefully. Go with the flow and just allow yourself to smooth sailing over stormy seas. You know, navigate any challenges that arise with calm, level-headedness, and have inner peace, which is what this is about. So, there's such a nice feeling, like I say, in your pile. Sorry, phone call, let me turn that off. There's such a nice feeling in your pile, pile 3, of just allowing yourself to be calm, go with the flow, rest in the arms of the angels and the universe and allow it all to happen for you rather than to you. Stop struggling against things, stop trying to make things happen, and just work with other people and enjoy happy connections and supportive connections, and allow the other people who know what they're doing to do their jobs, is what I want to say as well, if that applies, and just go with the flow, and that will help to bring the magic back into life for you, pile 3. Thank you for watching. If this resonated, please do click on the like and subscribe buttons so that I can build my channel and help more people. If you want to work with me one-to-one, just have a look in the description and all the information is there. Take care. Bye-bye.